Hello, this is Kate, the Daily Tarot Girl, and welcome to your weekly tarot card reading. For this week's reading, I'm going to be using the Dark Mansion Tarot, and this is a deck by Taroteca Studio. Okay, so before I get into the reading, I just want to take a moment to welcome you. So if you are new here, welcome, and if you are a returning viewer, welcome back. And if you are not already subscribed to my channel, please do so if you like my readings. And if you subscribe to notifications, so if you click that notifications bell, you will be notified of upcoming events whenever I go live. And I'm actually going to be going live on my channel about once a week for the next little while, and just doing some free one-card impromptu readings. I'm not sure what days yet, but if you click the notifications bell, you'll get notified whenever I am live. Okay, so the reading, or I should say the card for the beginning of the week, Monday, Tuesday-ish, is Three of Cups. So my intention with this reading is that each card is going to represent a different portion of the upcoming week, and we're just getting kind of a broad overview of the kinds of energies and opportunities that might be coming our way this week so we can make the most of things. So we've got the Three of Cups for the beginning of the week. The Three of Cups is all about coming together with others in some form of celebration. This is a very social card. It's a fun card. And it's inviting you to prioritize your social life this week. Prioritize friendships, connecting with others. But more than anything, this card is about just like having fun. Having fun, not taking life too seriously, having a sense of humor, laughing with others, chatting with others. And I almost feel like, and this is just my intuitive hunch with this card, but I feel like the message here is about lowering your expectations of others when it comes to socializing and conversation. And what I mean by that, is it's okay to just have it's okay to enjoy a little bit of small talk and to talk about topics that might seem fluffy or silly. Not everything has to be deep or meaningful. Three of Cups is about not taking things too seriously, just having fun, getting together with others, enjoying the company of others. Okay, let's look at the middle of the week. So Wednesday, Thursday-ish, and we have Judgment. Okay, so kind of a vibe shift, right? We have these fancy rich people party with their platter of fruit, and then here we have a graveyard gone awry. Looks like a party in a graveyard. There's all these skeletons. It's kind of funny. So actually, I said it's a vibe shift, but actually it's a very similar vibe because the skeletons in Judgment are all celebrating and they're dancing around. And so actually it's kind of similar in a way to the Three of Cups. So Judgment is about having some sort of awakening or shift. Sometimes call this card like a makeover card, where you're kind of giving your life a makeover and you're stepping into this new phase. So there's a shift from the old phase that you were in, the old chapter, into a new chapter with the Judgment card. So you might really notice this week. You might notice a change in yourself in terms of what kinds of things interest you, what kinds of things excite you. You might notice that the old things that used to be captivating to you are no longer captivating. You might notice yourself kind of veering off in a different direction. But more than anything, there is this thirst for change, to step into this new life and become this new version of yourself. That's kind of what Judgment is all about, is stepping into I shouldn't say a new version of yourself, but like the next version of yourself. And I really love, I love what's going on here. I'm looking at the card and I'm noticing there's so many little skeletons. They're playing the piano. They're dancing. It looks like there's a wedding happening. There's a lot going on here. Yeah. And another message I'm getting with this card, like when I looked at the Three of Cups, to me, the Three of Cups is like socializing, but like in polite society, and maybe, you know, having a lot of small talk, but enjoying it. Like, it's okay. But then we move to Judgment and it's different. It's like doing that same kind of socializing, but with people who you really connect with on a deeper level. You know, and it reminds me of like, you know, going out for coffee with a friend and you just kind of talk about what's going on in your life, blah, blah, blah. You might, you know, talk about something in the news or whatever. And then this is where you go to your like weekly meditation group and, you know, you're able to have all these unhinged conversations with people about all the wild experiences you're having in your meditations and stuff like that. So it's about like connecting with others on like people that are sort of, I don't know how you'd say this, like just people that you really vibe with, someone who kind of understands things, and people that you can just really be yourself with. And that's kind of the thing that I'm picking up with the Judgment card. And then at the end of the week, so Friday, Saturday, Sunday-ish, we have the Knight of Wands. Okay. So Knight of Wands has a very different energy to both of these cards. Knight of Wands is more of an action-oriented card, and there's more of a determination behind it, more of a goal and a direction. With the Knight of Wands is saying a whole bunch of stuff to you. So it says, as you get to the end of the week, you may experience having more clarity on what's important to you and what direction you want to go in and what things need doing, what steps you need to take. But the Knight of Wands is saying that you might be longing for more adventure and challenge. And so if you're going to set goals for yourself, have those goals be somewhat challenging. Have those things be things that kind of force you out of your comfort zone a little bit. And Knight of Wands is saying that you need something to focus on. You need some sort of quest or some kind of focal point to direct your energy, because the energy is picking up towards the end of this week. And if you don't have somewhere to direct that energy and put something to put that energy into, it's going to feel frustrating and uncomfortable. So Knight of Wands is saying it's important for you to have a goal, have a focus point for that energy. You don't have to figure that out at the beginning of the week, but towards the end of the week. And Knight of Wands is also encouraging you to take action. So towards the end of the week is a great time for taking action on something that's important to you. And this isn't just about like making a to-do list and getting through your to-do list of chores and crap that needs doing. It's not that. It's about connecting with what you're passionate about and what's really important to you and taking action in that direction. Okay, I hope that made sense. Okay, so let's look at all of the cards together, because this is a really interesting trio of cards. We've got one major arcana card, Judgment, right in the middle, and then it's flanked by the Three of Cups and the Knight of Wands. And all three of these cards are in many ways very different. What I'm noticing about all of them, though, is none of them feel boring or still. There's a lot of movement and motion, and Three of Cups has the least amount of movement, but even there, everyone's kind of raising a cup. So all of these cards have a lot of movement, lots of movement with the Knight of Wands. So yeah, it feels the cards feel a little hectic, a little busy, but there's a lot of movement. There's a lot of excitement happening. The main thing that I'm getting from this card, or from this spread of cards, the main thing that I'm getting is that this week has the power to be a bit of a turning point for you, in that you might sense an inner calling. So Judgment, and I'm just going to kind of focus on the symbol of the angel in the background. This is the only human, or I should say non-skeleton figure, is this angel playing the saxophone, a giant saxophone. And actually, maybe I should zoom in so you can really see this card properly. So yeah, so the angel playing the saxophone, this is a symbol of hearing a calling, hearing an inner calling. Sometimes the angel will be blowing a trumpet. I think it's a trumpet in the Rider-Waite deck. And so you might actually feel called to go in a particular direction this week, or to take action on something. So pay attention to that. Pay attention to your inner callings and notice that, because that is the way that your soul, your intuition is guiding you. And once you get clear on what that calling is, this is where you can go into Knight of Wands mode and take action and move forward with it. And the Three of Cups is here. It's saying, don't forget about celebration. Don't forget about friendship. Don't forget about laughter and joy, coming together with others, connecting. So really, like, I feel like there's a lot going on with these cards, but like, you want to prioritize your social life this week, and also prioritize moving inward and paying attention to any inner callings that you are sensing or feeling. And don't be afraid to kind of get out of your comfort zone, take action. Don't shy away from adventure. This is a good week for setting goals, more towards the end of the week rather than the beginning of the week. Setting goals, and like more long-term goals, not just like a weekly goal or whatever, but setting a long-term goal and having it be connected to what you're passionate about. So not just an empty goal that you think you should set, but a goal that is really connected to what you're excited about, what you're passionate about, and a long-term goal, not just a short-term one. Yeah, so that's what I'm getting with these three cards. So as always, I invite you to share your own take on the cards if you feel called to, or just let me know what you thought of the reading, if it resonated, if it didn't resonate. Let me know if there's one particular card that you're really excited about, that you're really drawn to. Yeah, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. So thank you so much for watching. And if you enjoyed this, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, give me a like, press that notification bell, and I hope you have an excellent week.